Welcome back, Chronics, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about irrational thoughts you can have when you have a chronic illness. We will also talk about how, even with a diagnosis, doctors can still dismiss the severity of your symptoms. Here's a common irrational thought. If I didn't have this chronic illness, I wouldn't be single, 43, and living with my mother. But then my rational brain just slaps the other side and says, "You stop it." Let's reframe. I'm 43, but I don't look 43. I'm single because I have standards and I still haven't found the guy who has met them yet. I'm not looking for a caretaker. I can take care of myself. I'm just actually looking for someone who cares in general. Yes, do I have a chronic illness that I am managing? Everyone has some baggage. It's really important to focus on the positives. I may not be able to have kids in this body, but I have to exercise or I won't be able to move my joints, and I still have many food restrictions like fried food, so I'll probably stay in relatively good shape. Another irrational thought. People are going to judge me. It's really important not to let your chronic illness affect your self-esteem. If you have a diagnosis, doctors can still dismiss the severity of your symptoms. Quickly point out that the E in the EDS has fallen. Is this indicative of my life? Yes. So my new therapist, who's 12 years old, said to me that I should go out and get a job so I can be with other people and make connections. And I said, well, I quit my job for those reasons. As you know, if I get COVID, it can be much more severe for me. So now that I'm feeling better, I just don't want to regress. No, I do not want to be around a bunch of coworkers and one big, happy, infected family. It's a hard pass for me. And she said, I think you're using your illness as an excuse. Sorry, what? Then she says, oh, I'm not dismissing your symptoms. You're not? Then what you doing? To remind yourself, just because somebody's ignorant about my condition doesn't mean they're right about what I can and can't do comfortably. If people are going to judge you before they get to know you, then maybe they're not the best person to be around anyway. So you dodged a bullet. Thanks, chronic illness. As always, chronics, remember to stay strong, to not give up. Your symptoms are very real and very debilitating. Hopefully someone could resonate with these stories today, doesn't feel so alone.